We now have a bamboo bed on this side, fold up, and a bamboo bed on this side, fold up. Living in the tropics. Corn is now flowering. So we've designed the house in such a way where we're not facing the sun as it rises. We're kind of looking at the sun as it sets, but during the day, the early part of the day, as the ground is heating up, we're in a shade position. Everybody has asked me, why have I built the house like that? You know, why is it like that? Why you put it across the ground in the way you have, taking up space and land? Why didn't you put it sideways, long ways, and had more land available? Well, a very good reason, really, so we can get around it. This house, they've built it right up against the boundary line. So one whole side of the house, you've got to go into someone else's property to just get to your house on the outside. So shocking design. They've also built it long ways, so this way, so the sun rises and hits this whole side of this house through most of the day, so it can get very warm here. Vanjie has done the same, the way she's designed her house. So we've done complete opposite to both of these houses. We've put our house, we're capturing the view and privacy. So the back garden of the house, which is our front in effect, that's where the main face of the house will be, with the French doors that are going to open up into the back garden. We will make totally private, and that'll be landscaped. It'll be a garden that overlooks the cornfield and the rest house. This will be a restful area, peaceful, and it'll be privatized because we'll build the fencing around it and have gates on both sides of the house, so it will be a private area. Then the garden on the other side, when we move the chicken house, that will be a more open garden where, with a fence, so people can come in and out and visit Richie, who'll be in the kitchen. It'll be the first, and Richie will have access from the kitchen to go up to the other houses easily as well. And in the front garden, we'll have the vegetables and growing, and the more work and kitchen garden that we'll organise in that part of the house. So private garden overlooking the cornfields at the back, and we'll have a water feature. We'll have fruit trees, flowers, shrubs, and the decking that will have that area. And then the other side will be vegetable growing and that process. But the way we've designed it as well is the shade. We will not get the full velocity of the sun until more towards the middle of the day. So we're shaded by the trees to the left of us and the neighbour's house to a degree. That's why that gives us shade, and we've designed it in that respect, positioned it in that respect, so we don't get that sun heating us up from the minute the sun comes up. We've got various places where we can get the sun without. But what we will get is the sunsets. So as the sun comes over and it sets over to the right hand part of the cornfields, coming across where we get those fantastic colours in the sky. We'll get those colours coming through our French doors at the back, and we'll be able to sit on the decking at the back of our house and look across at the sunset. So that's the design, and that's the idea. And that area in the back becomes a private garden for recreation for us. Yeah, that's what it would be for. And obviously when we invite people for the barbecues and this sort of thing, it will be available for that type of approach as well. That's how it will work. In terms of house and the costs, I will give a complete breakdown with cost at the end of the build when we've got everything completed. We're doing this house build in an economic way but safe way at the same time. We're not going for the cheapest possible timber we can get, where we consider safety and security. So we've got strong timber that's handling the main frame. We're going for a strong wooden frame, but we're going for standard tin roof. We're not going for any false roof as such. We're going for a roof that's best and effective and cost effective, but also durable in respect to how it works, and that'll be fine. Windows, we've got the frames for the windows, so we've got cottage window frames that we're looking for them at the moment, but if we can't find them, we'll have to make them. Okay, and French doors. We don't want sliding doors. We want French, so the doors that basically open up to give you. If you have a sliding door, and you slide it open to that, you still only get half a door. We want doors that open like this because they then give you the full space. If you understand, so if you have a door and it's a French door that just slides open, this part is still glass and this part is open. What I want to have is this effect. So when you open up the back of the house, you get more air and more openness going from the back into the front. So that's how that will develop as a French doors rather than sliding doors. Okay, which everyone seems, sliding doors are easy enough to find, but it's not what I want. Again, with the doors, we've got to establish if we can get those, or if we'll have to get those made. But and that obviously would be more of a cost. We'll obviously Toto will see how if he can cope with that. But the doors, we'd like to have glass in the top of the doors as well that matches the windows on both sides of the house as well. So the back of the house will have, on this side we would have Mikey's room, so we'd have a nice window, big window into his room, and then the other side would be my study. So again, nice big, the same size window on both sides. And in the middle, where we have the French doors, that will just open up into the living area and then further back into the kitchen area. So that will be open from all the way from the back of the house to the front of the house in terms of the opening when you come into the back. And obviously the decking will be on the front of that, which will be how it will. So the design is very, we looked at living how we live now. So that's the design. Anyway, that's the plan. So follow us and let's see how it goes. That buzz you hear in the background is they're putting some kind of insecticide on the corn, or some kind of agent. I'm not sure what exactly. And he's going up and down the rows with a thing on his back, spraying. Well, As I understand, lunch today we're having a kind of a white bait, I would say, call it. It's a very, the small fish, crispy small fish. It's white bait. I'm not sure what the Filipino name is for this. With a nice dipping sauce and a potato bake we're also having, and rice, for those who want rice as well, of course, and probably a salad. That's lunch. Who's that? What's going on?